All right, guys. So just woke up. Um, couldn't sleep. Um, I had a dream, so I said, "Let me make a video." Whisper of a dream, I guess. No. I actually didn't see any dream, but hope you guys are well. This is Solomon again, and quick video, guys. I did an intro late last night, this morning, I should say. But I just wanted to say what I found amazing about when we first immigrated here. This is not a video to say a typical immigrant story. I'm not trying to be condescending or put down anybody's story or anything, but my story is different. I don't have a typical story to say that, oh, I came to this country with nothing and now look at me. Not really. I came to this country very privileged, not financially, but in terms of education, in terms of my family, my siblings, my mom especially. My dad passed away when I was only 12. So, but my mom, the avenues she opened up for me and wanted me to pursue or have the opportunity for towards. So, obviously, it's my home. I'm from here. I love this country, and I will be biased in favor of United States, but not to say anything else or negative about any other place. But my mom wanted us here mainly because she herself came for medical school here back in the 70s, and she always wanted us to be here for the education and what this country is. And what I find amazing is the amount of resources that this country offers to anyone, and the equal opportunity. I truly do believe in equality of opportunity or equal opportunity, and that's something that you will always hear in this country. Unfortunately, maybe some people don't see it that way, or they haven't experienced it, but this country does. If you're willing to have the drive and the desire, and if that's what you're here for, there's plenty of it. It's unlimited, actually, and nobody will block your path to achieving it. So, personal story. As I said yesterday, I was 14 when I came here. As our uncle picked us up from San Francisco airport, we had a one-night layover in New York, close to JFK airport, and then the next day we flew domestic to San Francisco. So when he picked us up, anyways, on the drive to his house, we were obviously, he lived in, I grew up in Fremont, finished high school there, went to college, community college there, and then later on moved on. And so as he was driving, obviously he was telling us, this is the bridge, this is, all the spots. And then he passed, as we were getting close to his apartment, he passed through the police department on Fremont, and then next to it was Fremont Public Library. It was huge, and I read the sign. I was like, oh, so how? I was like, I asked my uncle. I was like, how do you get in there? Do you need to apply, or how does it work? He was like, no, it's public, it's open. You just go, and you can rent books, or they had movies and music CDs, and anything that a public library offers. And he was like, you just apply for the library card and then you go in. Now, I don't want to make this story or make it sound like it was dramatic. It's true. The next day, so obviously we were tired and stuff, so we took rest, and then the next day I actually so the library was, I would say, about maybe less than 3 miles away. So I walked, because I liked walking. I had no problem. I walked to school before I came here, so that was not much. And then less than 3 miles was actually not much for me. So I walked there, and I went to the library, and so nobody asked for ID or anything. I guess I didn't know at the time that I said, okay, I will just tell them that I came, and I had my whatever document I was given, I forget, in the airport. The IDs have not arrived yet because that takes time. So I walked in, nobody asked. I didn't know that is when you check out, or when you are taking books out of the library, that's when you go to the I don't want to call it a checkout, it's not a store, but where the librarians are sitting, and then you just, they scan the book, the tag, and then your name, so that way they know who took what and then when to bring it, because they had it was for 2 weeks, and then you can extend it. So I went to the history section, I went to the science section, and I was amazed. I was like, wow, these are the books that I always wanted to read, and they were not easy to get hold of in Uzbekistan because of the limited availability of resources, especially from US. So I grabbed them, and then so the funny story is, now that I look back, is when I went to check those books out, she was like, obviously I forget her name, but I remember her face. If I see her, I will be really grateful. I still am. She was like, okay, she smiled at me, she laughed, she was very nice, very kind, and then she was like, okay, these are the due dates, you have to bring them back, and I need to see your library card too, so that way I can scan that card and then know who you are, and who's taking these books. And then I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have a library card. She was like, do you have any form of ID? I said, no, not really. So at this point, I haven't told her that I just came yesterday. And then as she was asking me, you have a passport or anything? Obviously, she could tell I was too young for a passport. I was 14. And then she was like, so do you have any form of ID? I said, I have this card, but it doesn't have my picture. And that's when I told her, I said, you know what, I'm sorry, I actually came to the country yesterday, and everything is on the way. So she was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Well, welcome to your new home. And she was like, okay, let me write down your name, and as soon as you get your ID and stuff, she was like, do you have the address where you are staying? I said yes. So I gave her the address, and then she was like, okay, when you get your IDs, bring them so we can make a copy and then get you registered. And then she had me fill out the form, and she was like, I will keep it. And then when you get your ID and stuff, you can actually, so that way we can actually put you in the system and complete your profile. So I was like, thank you. And then she was like, you're welcome. I grabbed the books, came home, read them. Actually, it took me more than 2 weeks. But yeah, just a quick story. Whatever I wanted to learn, the path was always opened. So I just hope that whoever watches this video, if you're new to the country or if you're born here, doesn't matter, take advantage of the resources this country offers, because it does offer a lot. And there will be a pity for anyone not to take advantage and make something out of themselves in a country like this. I have a saying that could be taken as a joke, but I kind of mean it now at this age. At this point in my life, I say, if you cannot be anyone in the United States, you're not going to be anyone anywhere else in the world. So with that, I will end the video. It's about almost actually 10 minutes, so I'll keep it under. All right, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with me, and see you guys soon. Be safe, be well. All right, guys, until next time.